So I got interrupted by a phone call talking about how I affected my children with all of the emotional problems that I had stemming from me being bipolar and my adoption issues, my anxiety issues, my abandonment issues. Um, I was talking about my second daughter, being raped at a young age by somebody that I had spent the night with and brought her along, and one of the people that were there had raped her. Um, she went through a lot with me. She saw a lot that she shouldn't have seen. She was a mother, at 5 years old to children that I should have been taking care of. And she basically grew up very fast and dealt with a whole lot, which totally made her very angry with me still to this day. She's also very bipolar now. She has issues with abandonment. I abandoned her a lot. I pawned her off on a lot of people and would go away and not come back, and she wouldn't hear from me. And and this happened with all my children. I just wanted family so badly, but I wasn't at all in the right frame of mind to be taking care of children. I wasn't getting therapy. I wasn't on any kind of medication. I wasn't living life properly at the time. It's not an excuse. I'm very apologetic. I punished myself for a very long time for what I've done to my children. The effects are long lasting. My son apparently is not doing well. My other daughter, she's still very angry with me, so I have a lot of emotional issues. My other daughter, she's more forgiving, and we have a good relationship. But I damaged them in a horrible way, and uh, it's a lot of guilt to take on. I lived my life in such a destructive way. I was not thinking about anybody, not thinking about them, not thinking about myself. I mean, quite honestly, I could at that time I could care less if I lived or died. So how could I care about anybody else? Um, I love all of my children. My main thing right now is to I want them to know how important it is that they need each other. They are blood family. Whether I don't know whether they like it or not is what I should say, but they're all separated right now. They don't really talk to each other. Um, but I want them to know how important family is, because I really never had it. I had the opportunity to have it. I kind of threw that away with my behavior, but they're blood family, and it's so important to have each other. Um, if I was to say I had a month or two left to die, that would be or left to live, that would be my one thing I would want, is for my children to all get together. Um, to be together and to see them all together would be a great joy for me. Now, as far as what I've done to them, I've forgiven myself because I have to, because I can't move on with the constantly punishing myself, constantly beating myself up for what I've done to them, because then I never heal and I never move on, and that's not a good thing. Um, I did what I did. I'm extremely, extremely apologetic for what I have done in my life. The important thing is now, I think, is that I change and that I show people to change, and that I'm not that person anymore. Um, I done a lot of soul searching and a lot of, you know, what is it going to take to be a good person? And for me so far, it's just been doing the right things, being honest. Um, it's important for me just to be me, whether people like it or not. I am who I am. I say what I think. I I'm a big jokester. I'm kind of a smart ass. I'm just me, and if you don't like that, oh well. I'm not the country club type of girl. I'm not the ritzy type of girl. I'm happy with little things. I don't have to have a lot. Um, Money doesn't make me happy. What makes me happy is little things, actually. Being able to get out of the house, go to the lake. Um, Now I'm just finding things that make me happy, make me content. I am on medication now for my, being bipolar and anxiety, but I wouldn't say that that was my cure. I think my what has been helping me is looking deep into myself and being honest, because my whole life I've been in quite of a denial that everything else has been everybody else's fault but my own. So I think being honest about what I've done and forgiving myself has been more of a healer than medication. Medication definitely is a help. But what I would say to my children if they were all together was that I love them deeply, all of them. And I am very apologetic for the things that I've done. I was not a good mother, and I can't turn back and change it, but um, I, I am their mother, and I want them to see who I am now. And I want them to be together and talk to each other. Um, and again, I would say to them, I was selfish. I made wrong decisions in my life that I hope they don't make. And again, I'm deeply, 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 deeply sorry for the things that I've done to them. But, like I said again, I have to move on from that in order to live life. Um, I've been plagued my whole life with pain from adoption and just anxiety and not being able to have relationships with anybody because I'm too scared to bond with anybody. I'm too scared to they'll leave me, or afraid of acceptance. Nobody, will accept me for who I am, and the pain that I've lived with my entire life has been horrible. And I don't want to live with this pain anymore. And I can't live with this pain anymore. I can't even describe what pain I've been in my entire life. It's undescribable what's gone through my head, and the things that I've done, and the things that I've went through. Some of the things are unbelievable. So now I'm just trying to work on me, and I don't know, maybe eventually one day I'll get the strength up to find my own birth mom and birth father. Right now it's not something that I think I have in me. Right now I'm just dealing with being sick and trying to get to my own peaceful point, because I've never been at a peaceful point. So I'm trying to get at that point. I think when my kids are at more of a peaceful point, maybe I will be. Especially my son and my daughter. My son, is not talking to me. My daughter is talking to me, but she still has a lot of anger in her. So it causes me a lot of pain. Anyway, so I guess that's it for my video today. But I guess I would just say again that I love my children, and if I had to do it all over again, I would have done it completely different. But I did what I did, and can't change it. But I guess everything that we go through in life are soul lessons, life lessons, and hopefully this soul, if it ever comes back again, has learned the lessons that it needed to, and I don't repeat them again. So, to my kids, I love you, and that's it for today. God bless everybody. Bye.